Today I ended up closing out $70,000 in profits on CleanSpark in only the last week. This was a 44% return on shares alone, so we did not trade any options with this position. We entered here on the 18th of November and closed 10 days later for a $70,000 profit. Now, the reason that we took this trade is because it was meeting all of our criteria. First and foremost, the monthly BX trender was green. This is a clear indication that the bull market cycle is currently in play. When the monthly BX trender is green at the bottom of your screen, it means that we have a bull market. And in most cases, when price is going to pull back, we're going to be buying the dip. And that's exactly what we did back on the 18th. I posted on Twitter that this was a make or break moment and then made a video going over this exact setup. Now we know that the monthly was green and meeting our criteria. So from there, we will zoom into the weekly. You will see on the weekly chart that this is also meeting all of the criteria that we talk about within our trading system. First and foremost, market structure is bullish. Second of all, price was pulling back into our smart money zone between $10 and $9, which is normally where price is going to bounce. And if we turn on our bias on the weekly time frame, you're going to see that it was green. We are no longer trading below it like we were in November of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. And normally when price pulls back into that bias, this is a great time to be buying the dip. It's exactly why we were buying the dip back here in September of 2025 and then played that massive breakout to the upside. If we actually come into our trading journal and go into our symbols area, we'll be able to see all of our trades in the past 2 years on CleanSpark alone. And about 10% of our profits, so over 500,000 of the $5.4 million in profits, have come from CleanSpark. November was a huge month for CleanSpark, as well as October. And that's, like we said, because we played this massive rally here. Now, my initial plan was to be buying CleanSpark down here again, just like we were, and to be playing this breakout back up to all-time highs, or I shouldn't say all-time highs, most recent highs of about $22 to $25. But instead, I actually closed the entirety of the position out today. If you follow our trading system or you are a part of our Discord community, you know that this is not normal for me. In most cases, I will not close the entirety of a position until my take profit levels were hit, which means that CleanSpark could still move based off of our strategy another 50% plus. But there's a big reason why I closed this out instead of holding. And that has absolutely nothing to do with the CleanSpark chart and more importantly with Bitcoin. So if we take a look at Bitcoin on the monthly chart, you're going to see a different story than what we currently have on CleanSpark. You're going to notice that the Bitcoin monthly BX trender is currently red and that we actually had a bull market cycle from February 2023 up until last month, which resulted in nearly a 2-year rally and nearly a 375% breakout. So since that is no longer green, I get a little worried playing these crypto miners, even though they are showing better charts and better setups than Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does continue to sell off down to worst case 60,000 or 70,000, that means that CleanSpark will reject. And the thing you have to remember about CleanSpark specifically is that it's a very volatile stock. Like we said, we were up over 40% on shares. We weren't even trading options. So if this were to reject, we could easily give all of our profits back. And because Bitcoin does not have an A+ setup right now, I felt it was best to just walk away. On top of that, I'm currently trading about 36 other positions within our ETF, and there's no reason to focus on one stock. I'd rather take the profit, move on, and be done with it. Now, the other reason, and we're going to talk to right now about what I'm going to do as far as getting back into this position. The other reason that I walked away from this is because if we're going to reject anytime soon, it's going to be right here between $16 to about $17. This is where our 1-day fair value zone is. And in most cases, if we're going to short-term reject, we will pump into that 1-day fair value zone. Price will pull back down again into, between $11 to $12, and then we'll attempt to bounce there. So in a best case scenario for me, price will reject and I'll be able to get back in at $12. Worst case scenario, it just breaks all the way up to $24. I'll leave a ton of profit on the table, but it's okay. I've made almost $500,000 on CleanSpark alone since September of 2024. I'm not complaining. I've done very, very well with this stock. And there are plenty of other great setups in the market. If you want to get access to all of the indicators that we use in these videos, as well as learn how to implement them within the strategy, go ahead and check out the link to our trading library down below. You'll get access to the BX Trender, the Smart Money Mastery and Smart Money Zones, and the volume profile. Each course shows you how to actually set up the indicators, the proprietary settings. Over 20,000 students have implemented this into their trading system and are seeing consistent profits from as low as $10,000 all the way up to over $3 million. The link will be in the description.